First of all, good morning and welcome back. Actually, it's many similar faces. I think as Simona laid out, we'd like to make sure that we give you a proper briefing in terms of what has happened since, and also a little bit in terms of the priorities going forward, and also of course introduce you to Chris. So the structure of this is basically that I will basically start off by talking you through a little bit of what happened since last time, and then now some of the organizational changes we've done, and then Chris will you get acquainted to Chris, and then I will get back and talk a little bit about the priorities going forward as well. So if we start there, I think if I start with the organization, first of all, I'm very pleased to announce that we have done some changes in the organization on the level. In the board meeting last week, we have now appointed our permanent executive directors. And those permanent executive directors are Chris William here, who will step in and take on the function as CEO. The second permanent executive director is Johannes Greve, who will take on the function as basically heading up our asset management function. And the third executive director is Aleš Korsic, who will continue and be responsible for our corporate affairs. I will unfortunately not leave you. You're not getting rid of me. I will basically act as a fourth executive director for now, with a proxy. So we're setting up that, and I will be invited to all the board meetings and be part of the board meetings, and effectively act as a fourth executive director for now. In terms of the function I will take on, is that I, together with the Bostian Gjerkes, you also know from the past, we will make sure that we start upgrading the CFO function, which is one of the things where we need to take a couple of more steps during this year. So I will sort of assume the roles as interim CFO. I will continue to be the spokesperson for the company for now, because so much of what we've done sort of rests with me. So in order to make this transition seamlessly, Chris and I will basically sort of co-work in most effective sense going forward here. So that I think is for me very pleasing. We're sort of doing what I think I informed you about before. We'll make sure that this transition is as seamless as possible, and actually we're adding, I would say, execution and executive capacity to BMC, and we need that going forward because we have quite a few things to do.